Evening, evening. We're going to hang out, look at some foreign notes. I've got quite a few this evening to share with y'all. So it should be fun. I'm just going to show them. Do another China. 1928, $10 Shanghai. We do have some great notes tonight. Let me know what y'all are looking for. I've got World War II and the Queen, and sorts of stuff. Let's do the Queen. We got £5. It's going to be Queen Elizabeth, Duke of Wellington, commemorative. England, 1988. I don't think I have any out. I'm mostly doing foreign tonight. 46.50 dinar, Yugoslavia. The 20 pesos, South Florida, the graded one. I think it's sold. Let me double check. Let me look. Let me look for you. I'm glad that you came over from TikTok there, Moose. Let me look for you. I had a few of them, but I think I sold all of them. Yeah, I sold them, buddy. I'll get some more in. I hate to do that to you, that you came here and we didn't have it. But what I'll do is screenshot you. Yeah, I sold all of them. They usually move pretty fast. We get them in pretty regular though, so I'll get some more in, and then I'll write your name down and message you when we get one in. Here's a Dominican Republic. I have like some newer, Cuba stuff. And there is a machete note in here. I do have a used Cuba I can show you. Let me find it. I forgot about that. Let's do a 20 mark. And that one's from 1944. I have to make a video to put on TikTok tonight. Now that you say that, I'll edit one. Let's see. What's up, Currency? Welcome, everybody. All right, so we're digging for Cuba. Let me know what else y'all want to see. Hey, check this one out. I haven't seen it before. Army of the United States of America, 2 pesos, issued by the Army, 1943. Next up, we got a Lenin, 1 smackaroonie, 1937. Well traveled, $4 start. Bear with me. Here's one Cuba. This is a Forex note. It's that's an 85, 1 peso. Forex note. That's just what I've found so far. $3, Bahamas. Queen Elizabeth. I've got a Unklin back there. Looking moose. Next up, we're going to look at a large Poland. It's a great note. And this one's from 1919. It's 1,000 Marek. A large note. Poland. Next up, we're going to do a Russia, 1898. 1 ruble. Russia. And then we've got another Philippines with the 2 pesos. Emergency issue 1941. I got a bunch of notes sitting here, so sorting through them. So I'm getting to cherry pick some stuff for us to look at. Here it is. All right, I have this one. That's a 58 5 pesos. On the Cuba stuff, you know, I kind of got what I got. Goes quick, but now that I got you, Moose, I'll tag you when I get another one. All right, so there may be one more laying in here. I'm not sure. So next up, we've got a New Zealand 1953 to 56, £1. All right. So next up, we're gonna do this beautiful Poland 500 Lloyd. One of my favorite notes we're running right now. I like the old Poland. Even though we do have some other cool stuff in it, but personal stuff. All right, so next up, let's do a lot of 2. See if we have any interest in, I'll tell you what, we'll do 2 Australias. You've got a 1967 $2, and then you've got a Polymer 96 $5. Got Queen Elizabeth on it. Both of them are circulated. 2 cool Australian notes. They're a lot. Next up, I thought this was cool because it's a souvenir from North Africa. Going to be Morocco. 1941 5 francs, and it has a bunch of different words on it that say like billet or souvenir stamped on it. It must have been a tourist trap. All right. So next up, we're gonna do French Indochina. This one's on, and it's from 1945. French Indochina, 1 pastry. Great. And then we've got 1909, 25 rubles. Thanks, Steve. Next up, we've got a DDR 1975 10 mark. Germany. Okay, so let's look at. I have to remember to show these. We have a pack of 10 currency sleeves. We do have the 8x5s too, if anybody's interested in those. I was supposed to have them in the buy it now, but they'll draw. Well, World War II note. This one's pretty well circulated. 1940, 50 Reichsmark. What's up, Ethanol? Welcome, everybody. Here's a beautiful example of this 1918 5 rubles, Russia. Next up, We're going to run this Colombia 1951 peso. Pretty well traveled. Still a neat note. We've got Russia, 250 rubles, 1917. France. It's going to be 1974, 50 francs. Nice, uncirculated. Ecuador, 500 sucres. Beautiful color. And I did get in some more of the Vatican City coins. Hope on it. So next up, let's do a little Russian note. 1909, 5 rubles. Russia. All right, so next up, we're going to do a Germany larger note. It's going to be 100,000 mark AU. Nice example of that large hyperinflation note from Germany. Okay. All right. So next up, let's look at, y'all, this ring with the AI is funny. I don't know if anybody else has it. 1940 10-1. They like rolled out this AI feature. And like a person is walking on the pathway with a can. It like does all these descriptions. It's kind of funny. Someone's drinking something at your door. All right, we've got a 1931 10 cents.
Yeah, it's his thing. Okay. Now,
100 francs. 1984 France. German occupation Czechoslovakia. 1940. 5 Reichsmark. So next up, let's do mix it up a bit. There's so much China up here, y'all. I'll focus on that. I'll run these two. Okay. That's a Chamber of Commerce. 1918, 50 centimes, and then Egypt, 5 pastries, 1940, Ankh, French note, and Egyptian note. I'm just going to have to show this stuff. It's a lot. All right, German Sudetenland. It's going to be a 1945. Don't feel right. It is a 1945. Oh, that's interesting. German Sudetenland, 1945, 20 mark. What's up, hey? Yeah, this one's cool and it's very crisp. Enjoy. I hadn't seen that one before, actually. Okay, next up. Let's see. I'm going to do this one. Do another lot of 2. I'm going to try and move through these. I had a couple hundred notes here. We got a 77, 5 pounds, Egypt. And you got Japan down there, World War II era, 50 cents. I'll show you some cool notes tonight, hey. I may have to pull out some stuff, but tell you these Timors are really sweet. This is a cool note. 1945 Avos. I've sold 3 from the series. I had 5 or 6 of them. I think I'm down to 2. I've never seen those notes in hand. Victory. I had some. I can't remember if I sold them last night or not. I can't make any promises. I had 2. I think I sold them last night. 1935, 5-1, but we'll get some more in. 86, so just bookmark this. I'm on here usually on Sundays, but we're doing like a Super Bowl party tomorrow, so I moved it up. But we only do 4, and I get them in pretty regular. All right, so we got New Zealand. Let's see here. Hold on. And then I'll sweeten the pot with a Bahamas to go with 2 queens. We got 2 queens. All right. Next up, we're going to do China. It's going to be a 1936 10 yuan. Let me go for a minute. Find some cool stuff. South Korea is right for growing up. All right, here's a fun little Russian note. I like these. I don't believe I showed it today. All right, so that's a 1 ruble. Really nice example from 1919. Has the colorful reverse there. Tiny little note. Norway. 1959. 5 kroner. Yeah, my other new notes aren't making it here till Monday, so that we'll have those on for next week. I've still got some great stuff here to show y'all. Let's look at this other some more. Yeah, just excited to have these here. And this is the 10 Avos, 1940. Nice note. There's some notes I didn't sell. I'm like, I probably won't see that one again. That's one of them. Let's see, we've got a 100 yuan. This one's cool. Not a run-of-the-mill Chinese note that I see a whole lot. Farmers Bank, 1941. All right, next up. We've got a little Lithuania 1922. 20 cents. Tougher note. Great price on that. If you're into Lithuania. Old Lithuania. All right. Next up, why don't we do the Queen for Isaac Newton. 1982, £1. Next up, got a nice uncirculated Russia here. 500 rubles, 1920. That's beautiful. I like that reverse. What is this? I lied. Here is a U.S. note. The bar note. There's a little bar note. Oh, they have U.S. stuff mixed in here. This came in with some foreign, but I do like bar notes myself. Next up, we're going to do this France. Wait, I won't. It's like $5. I think that is wrong. Crazy. Here's a Austria 1914 50 Kronen and a 42 10 francs. I'll find that France. Next up, let's do a another 100 francs here. France MPC, Allied MPC. There's a little 5 francs to go with that one. Hey, are you looking for anything in particular, specific countries? I may have some stuff in my drawers. Here's a DDR 1975, 5 mark. Anybody needs like a bunch, any kind of like fillers for Argentina, Brazil, Peru. Let's see the other ones. There's a couple that I have quite a few notes. They're not high dollar. Yugoslavia. But there's 1 or 2 more countries. I've got a bunch of Japan, like the occupation stuff, the different denominations. Chile. Say I've got a decent amount of Chile. There's just a few countries I have a whole lot of. Let's do 2 cool notes here. We got Estonia and Eritrea. The German occupation. Yeah, I always try to bring those in. I know you bought quite a few of them. Hey, I got something for you. I'm glad you said that. Give me just a sec. I have something that you're gonna love. Glad you said that. Hey. All right, check this out. Coffee. Got a lot of notes. They're well circulated, but they're pretty cool and they're all occupation stuff. All right, let's see what we got here. I'll charge you a lot for these. They're pretty well circulated, but they're cool. So that's occupation Czechoslovakia. Let's see, that's an occupation note. I can't remember where, but that's an occupation note. This one, was this one Warmont or Greece? Off the top, I can't remember, but these are all three occupation notes. Older Philippine, like, I have some emergency issue stuff. Like I have one issued by the Army, the U.S. Army, and then I have another one that's a 2 pesos emergency issue. I should have some Mendanos. I've got some. That's mostly the stuff that I have right now. Enjoy. Hey, cool little lot. I think somebody would like that. All right, and we'll make sure I don't have any more occupation notes. I do have a bunch of German in right now. So let me look here. Like this is a nice example of this note. I don't know if you have this one. I don't know that it's an occupation note, but this one had just come in. And that's a better example of that 50. Let's see what other occupation stuff I have later. The 2? Yeah, that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see. I do have some World War II coins too for Germany I worked up. So let's see. One, the 2. Yeah, there should be 2 emergency issues in there. Will you please grab them? I want to show them the army one too, because I hadn't seen it before. Alright. So next up, let's do, actually we'll do some Japanese World War II stuff. We've got a Malaya uncirculated occupation note. 2, actually. That's the 10 cents down there. One's the banana note, and the other is a circulated Malaya, little Japanese lot. Mm-hmm. I do have quite a few Japanese notes. Just Japanese, but. All right. 86 takes it down. Thank you so much. Let's see. Here's a little Mexican note. It's going to be 1914. 20 centavos. It's in great condition. Can't hardly see it, but if you want me to like show it out and pull it out of there and show it to you, I will. Pays in on that one. It's really nice. It doesn't have any folds. What's up, Ethanol? Good to see you. Hey, takes it. Enjoy, hey. Thank you. And there's a brown one too, B. Let me do this one really quick. 2 pesos, Philippines, 1941. And then I have another one that I think is a little cooler. Here it is. I'll show you. Good to see you, Ethanol. I hope you've been well. All right, and here is this other one. It's Army of the United States of America. 43. Pretty cool. Army. I haven't seen that one before. Hey, you bet. See, thank you. And if you like, I'll check my folder for you and show you anything else I got. Let me double check my Philippines folder really quick. I may have a couple more. Yeah, I have a few other little notes in here. It looks like got France running, y'all. Let's see. Good. Let's see. Look, I'm just gonna run some stuff out of this folder. Here's these. Here's a lot of 4, and then I do have. I have some 42 5 pesos here, and another emergency issue, 5 pesos. All right, here's what we'll do. I'll do one more lot of Philippines. So let me grab a nice one to go with this. Pretty nice. We'll do those two together. So that's a 42 5 pesos. And then you've got the other one there. I know, me either. That was a good grab. All right. All right. So next up, we're going to do, I'll show y'all some more Japan too. We're going to do a France 1941 50 franc. Find y'all some World War II lots and finding some stuff here. All right, next up, let's do a Austria. That's going to be 1,000 kronen, a larger note. Austria. Okay, next up, we're going to do a little Russia. 3 rubles. 1905. Russia. Mm, 1917, 250 rubles. Russia. On. Cool. Egypt. It's going to be a 64 to 75, 5 pounds. Egypt. Plain note. France, 94, 50 francs. Here we go. Got a Japanese 50 cent and Netherlands Indies 1943, 1 gulden, couple of World War II notes. Next up, let's do a Germany. That's going to be the 100 mark, World War II. We'll do a famous space lot next. Total opposites. I guess. Here we go. We got Saddam and the Queen. Hong Kong 1 cent and 25 dinars. And one's a big note, one's a little note. Look at that. Here's a cool World War II note for y'all. You may not have, or if you don't have. That's Japanese occupation of Hong Kong. 100 yen puppet states note. Nice example. Centerfold. Otherwise, nice corners. Nice note. Japanese occupation of Hong Kong. Get him up there. All right, next up, let's do a South Korea. 53, 10 won. South Korea. What's up, Mace? Welcome, everybody. All right. Got New Zealand. Gonna be, you're back. Good to see you. We've got a 1 pound. I'm glad you're back. Got the 1 pound. It's great you saw my video on TikTok. That's exciting feedback. I'm glad you said that. Australia, 1985, $5. I'll have to make a great note to go out after the show. Let's go with the Queen. Tell you what, I'll start this at 3. We're gonna go to $2,005 and a nice sleeve, which we do have 10 packs of. What's up, Money? Welcome, everybody. We've got a beauty here. It's going to be German States, 1911. This thing's rich. What's a color? Dresden, 500 mark. Next up, we are going to do the Queen. It's going to be Bahamas, 50 cents on 2001 uncirculated Queen Elizabeth. Japan, 44, 5 yen. There's another little Japan to go with it. Next up, we're going to do this Solomon Islands commemorative polymer. It's for 40 years of independence, $40. Beautiful turtles. Lady singing a conch. Nice uncirculated Solomon Islands commemorative for 40 years of independence. Let's do Belgium. Throw France in there. Belgium and France. 2 notes. 100 francs, 5 francs. Belgium and France. And then we've got, it's going to be Switzerland, 1978, 20 francs, first issue. I think this thing looks pretty cool. 1931, $5, American Banknote Company. Interesting reverse. Looks like very US. $1918, 1 ruble. All right, next up, y'all feel free to let me know if you're looking for anything specific. I'll be happy to show you what we've got. And I have stuff in my drawers organized by country that I don't have on my desk. But most, I do have dupes in there I forget about, but I usually pull out the better stuff to show. All right, to China. Here, let me see if I've got some cool notes stashed away up here. That's going to be a 1945 one. China. China. Hey, here's a nice Bank of Communications. Shanghai. That's cool. 1914. All right, let's see what we got here. There. God, I still have that thing. Bear with me. Let me see if I can't find something cool. What is this? Let's see. It's like a piece of makeup. Hey, y'all want to see my baby? This one's not for sale, but I'm not trying to tease y'all. This is my favorite note. Check that out. Super early Soviet Civil War note. Super tough. It's one of my favorites. What's this next in here? Personal stuff. All right. I have to get us out some more bangers. Let me double check email place. Mm, mm, come on, sound that. Let's see. I found this guy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's a nice uncirculated 1915 Sonora 50 centavos that was hiding. Let's see if we can find something that's cool. Mm-hmm. Stuff. This one's pretty cool. 250,000 rubles. Russia, that's a really thin note. 1923. That one's cool. Let's see. Next up, let's look at this. I'll show you a couple heavy hitters. Guatemala. That's going to be a 1942 Hapquetzal. And that one's a 63. I'm just seeing. Sure, I had some other good notes. I wanted to show y'all. Hey, here's something kind of weird. It's a Japanese propaganda leaflet from World War II from the Doolittle raid. And it's stamped 1946. Doolittle raid, Japanese propaganda leaflet. That's different. Neat. There's no telling what all in here. Here, this one's a heavier hitter, but I'll show it to y'all since you like notes. All right. It's going to be Syria, 1919, 5 pastries. Beautiful lion on the reverse. Sweet note. Okay. Then I'll show y'all one more cool one. Got this Haiti, 1914. Proof. It's one gourd. It's really cool looking. We've got some cannons on there. Pretty neat, huh? Large note. Haiti. Huh? Okay, we'll keep it moving. Look at some more notes. I'll show you a couple coins too that I worked up today as we move forward. Matter of fact, let's do that. Let's look at one. We're gonna go with kind of World War II one. Oh, this one. So that's a 2 mark, and it's silver, old German World War II coin. It's pretty well circulated. Look at the silver. I have some. These are pretty popular normally. That's going to be in Olympics. 1972 silver coin. 10 mark, nice example. Olympic stuff's been hot. I guess the Olympics are coming up. There's one more. No, just a minute. So I have this beautiful 1910 J3 mark Hamburg. How nice that is. Pretty coin, huh? Nice castle. All right. So let's see what good notes we have left in here to show you guys. I'm not gonna have a short. Here's one more note from those better notes. That's a tougher Congo right there. 20 Makuta. Great note. Get some different stuff. Here's a Turkey. 100,000 Marathi. Different. Got a dude on a horse there. All right, we're getting through 2006, 5,001. See what's up. 1923, 50 million mark. There's a piece of note gold to go with it. All right, next up. I didn't mean to do two Germans back to back, but here we go. We've got a UNK 1985 mark. $1936, one won. A nice Czechoslovakia. Uncirculated 1986, 10 Quran. Czechoslovakia. Eiffel Tower. 1999, 200 francs. I do have another one of those ones you bought last night, but that was kind of an expensive note, you know, too. I'm just thinking what other occupation stuff I might have. Okay. So next up, let's do this one. I'll give y'all, if there's anything you want to see rerun, let me know. I'm just going to sit here and show y'all the same old stuff. Or I've got some like lower ticket items here. If y'all want to see that kind of stuff, I can show it to you, but doesn't generally seem to be the case. Here's a Latvia 1915 5 Smackaroonies. This is a cool little note, even in this condition. Never seen it before. Latvia. That'd be a good grab. Hey, I've never seen that in my life. I've seen a bunch of notes. I've been doing this a long time. I haven't seen them all, but pretty sure they were selling copies of that for $10. Enjoy. Nice grab. All right. Next up. I'll do a nice Korea for y'all. I'll run a deal on it. These things are pretty hot these days. It's going to be South Korea. It's on 1969, 51. Look at that. Nice plane back there. Yeah. I have one more of these. I don't know why you'd want to, but you're welcome to buy it if you like. Anybody? 1939 POW Ankh note. Last one. All right, we got the Uyghurs here on this 1980 10 won China. All right, is there anything on the board? I do have those giant Russian notes. We'll make that the last what? You do have, I'll show you all this funky thing probably too. Bonds. Oh, I do have this note on Indies, which I kind of forgot about. All right, now let's add a few more. So, we've got this Netherlands Indies. 1940, 2.5 gilden, cool, nope. Then we're gonna do hmm, 100 rubles, gonna be Russia. Gigantic note. Russia. And then last lot, we do one of these with these funky little bonds. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, y'all. I'll have a bunch more notes coming in for our next show. So make sure you bookmark us. I know y'all have been. Thank you. Some little Chinese bonds. Close us out. We appreciate y'all. Hope you have a great night. If you're watching the Super Bowl, enjoy it. We'll see y'all next week. Thank y'all.